You know what I love about pain? It's honest. Pain doesn't lie. It doesn't wear masks like the rest of this filthy world. People, they'll smile in your face, laugh with you, even swear they've got your back. But deep down, they're waiting for the perfect moment to twist that knife. Pain doesn't play games like that. Pain shows up uninvited, rips you apart, and then just stays. That's why I respect it, because it's real. You're running from it, aren't you? Hiding, pretending it doesn't hurt, that it didn't break you. But I see it, the cracks in your armor, the tears you choke back, the rage bubbling just beneath the surface. You think if you ignore it long enough, it'll go away. Newsflash, kid, it doesn't. Pain doesn't just leave. It stays. It lingers. And it shapes you into one of two things: a survivor or a victim. Look at you, sitting there like a wounded animal, licking your wounds, hoping someone will come along and fix you. Let me tell you something. No one's coming. No knight in shining armor, no savior, no miracle. It's just you, alone, in the dark. That's the beauty of it, though. Because when you're alone, when you've got nothing left to lose, that's when you find out who you really are. You think they care about you? The people who hurt you, abandoned you, laughed at you when you were down? They don't. To them, you're just a punchline, a fleeting memory they'll laugh about over drinks. And you're sitting here, drowning in your misery, giving them exactly what they wanted. They broke you, and now they get to watch you crumble. Isn't that funny? No? Well, here's the joke. You've got the power to change the punchline. You want to know how? You smile. Not because you're happy, but because it confuses the hell out of them. They don't know what to do when you refuse to break. They expect tears, anger, a meltdown. But a smile? That's a wild card. A smile says, you didn't win. You didn't destroy me. I'm still here. It's not about pretending everything's okay. No. Don't get it twisted. Smiling at the pain doesn't mean you ignore it. It means you own it. You take that pain, that betrayal, that heartbreak, and you wear it like a badge of honor. You let it fuel you, push you, drive you to be better, stronger, untouchable. People fear what they can't understand, and nothing confuses them more than someone who refuses to stay broken. You've got scars? Good. They're proof you survived. They're stories etched into your skin, reminders of battles you've fought and won. Yeah, won. Because you're still breathing, aren't you? That's a victory in itself. But here's the thing about scars. They can either be a map of where you've been, or a warning of where you'll never go again. You choose. You gonna let those scars define you? Or are you gonna let them remind you that you're a goddamn warrior? Stop waiting for an apology that'll never come. Stop hoping they'll change, that they'll see the error of their ways. They won't. People don't change. They justify. They rationalize. They convince themselves they did nothing wrong. You're sitting here carrying the weight of their actions while they're out there living their lives without a second thought about you. How does that make sense? You're punishing yourself for their mistakes. That's the real tragedy here. You want to get even? Live. Not just survive. Live. Chase your dreams. Build your empire. Become everything they said you couldn't be. Success is the loudest revenge, but don't do it for them. Do it for you. Because at the end of the day, the only person who needs to believe in you is you. And let me tell you, kid, when you finally decide to stop playing the victim, when you stand up, wipe the blood off your face, and smile at the pain, oh, it's a sight to behold. The world doesn't know what to do with someone who refuses to be defeated. It's chaos. And chaos, well, chaos is beautiful. So what's it gonna be? You gonna sit there, wallowing in self-pity, letting them win? Or are you gonna rise, laugh in their faces, and show them they messed with the wrong person? The choice is yours, but remember this: every second you spend in misery is a second they get to enjoy your downfall. Don't give them the satisfaction. Smile at the pain, kid. It confuses those who caused it. And if you're lucky, it'll haunt them for the rest of their miserable lives. Now go. Prove them wrong. Be the nightmare they never saw coming. You know, it's funny. People think the worst thing in life is losing someone you love. No, no, no. The worst thing? Losing yourself. You sit there, picking apart every memory, every word, every moment, wondering if it was your fault. Let me save you the trouble. It wasn't. But the world? Oh, it loves to make you think it is. That's their trick. They make you question your worth until you start believing you deserve the pain they gave you. And that, my friend, is how they win. But I've got news for you. They don't get to win. Not anymore. You've got a choice right now. A choice they never wanted you to realize you had. You can let their words, their actions, their betrayal define you. Or you can let it refine you. There's a difference. See, pain is like fire. It can burn you to ash or forge you into steel. It all depends on what you do with it. You think you're weak because you feel, because you care. That's not weakness, that's strength. But strength scares people. They don't know how to handle someone who can love deeply and fight fiercely at the same time. So they tear you down, piece by piece, hoping to make you like them, empty, hollow, and scared. Don't let them. Don't you dare let them. You know what happens when you stop caring what they think? Freedom. Sweet, glorious freedom. You stop living for their approval, and suddenly the weight of their opinions, gone. You stop trying to prove yourself to people who don't deserve to know you. And that, my dear friend, is the most dangerous thing you can be in this world. Untouchable. But let's get one thing straight. This isn't about revenge. Oh no. Revenge is for the weak. It's a distraction, a waste of time. What you need is transformation. Take all that pain, that anger, that heartbreak, and turn it into fuel. Let it drive you to become something so powerful, so unbreakable, that their words and actions bounce off you like bullets off armor. You think they'll regret what they did? Maybe, maybe not. But their regret doesn't matter. Their apology doesn't matter. What matters is that you rise above it. You see, the best way to get back at someone who tried to destroy you isn't to destroy them. It's to show them that their attempts were pathetic, that you're still standing, still smiling, still living. And about that smile, don't fake it. Let it be real, but let it be yours. Smile because you've seen hell and lived to tell the tale. Smile because they thought they could break you, and here you are, stronger than ever. Smile because every scar, every tear, every sleepless night made you into the force of nature you are now. They don't teach you this in school, but the world, it's a battlefield. Every day, someone's out there trying to take what's yours. Your happiness, your peace, your strength. You have to fight for it. And the best part? You don't fight with fists or words. You fight by living, by thriving, by refusing to let them dictate your story. Oh, I can hear you now. But Joker, it's not that simple. You don't know what they did to me. You're right, I don't. But let me tell you what I do know. Everyone's got a sob story. Everyone's been hurt, betrayed, left behind. You're not special in that way. What makes you special is what you do with it. Some people let their pain turn them into monsters. Others, they let it turn them into legends. Which one are you gonna be? They told you you're not enough, didn't they? That you're too much of this, not enough of that. That you'll never be anything without them. Lies, all of it. People like that. They project their insecurities onto you because they can't handle their own reflection. They need you to feel small so they can feel big. But here's the kicker. You don't owe them anything. Not your time, not your tears, not your energy. Cut them off. Let them choke on the silence you leave behind. Silence. Now that's a weapon. You ever notice how quiet drives people crazy? They expect a reaction, a scream, a cry, a plea for them to stay. But when you give them nothing, oh, it eats them alive. It forces them to sit with their own guilt, their own emptiness. Silence, my friend, is deafening. Use it wisely. You're stronger than you think. I know. You don't feel it right now. You feel like the walls are closing in, like the weight of it all is too much. But trust me on this. You've got it in you. The fact that you're still here, still breathing, still fighting. That's proof. You've got the kind of strength they can't even comprehend. And that scares them. Oh, it scares them to death. So, what now? You gonna sit here, drowning in their lies, letting their words define you? Or are you gonna stand up, look in the mirror and say, enough? Because that's what it takes, a decision. One simple, powerful decision to stop being their victim and start being your own hero. Remember this, the pain they caused you is temporary, but the strength you gain from overcoming it, that's forever. So smile at the pain, laugh at it even, because every time you do, you take back a little more of what they tried to steal. And that, my friend, is the greatest joke of all. They thought they could break you, prove them wrong, be the storm they never saw coming. Smile at the pain, kid. It confuses those who caused it. And nothing scares them more than knowing you survived. Survival, kid. It's not just breathing. It's a declaration, a middle finger to everyone who ever doubted you, to everyone who tried to bury you. See, they thought they were clever, didn't they? That by leaving you in the dirt, you'd rot, disappear, become a memory. But you're not just surviving. No, you're gonna grow. And the irony, oh, it's delicious. Because when they see you standing tall, they'll choke on the very dirt they tried to bury you under. But listen to me closely. Survival isn't pretty. It's not about walking out of the fire unscathed. It's about walking out of the fire covered in ash, with burns on your skin and embers in your eyes, and daring anyone to light another match. You don't come out of something like this clean. No, you come out raw, jagged, and dangerous. And that's exactly what they should fear. You're not the same person you were before. That version of you, the one who trusted too easily, who gave too much, who forgave without question. They killed that person. And maybe that's a good thing, because now you get to rebuild. You get to decide who you want to be, not them, not their lies, not their manipulation. You. But let me warn you, rebuilding isn't easy. Oh, no. It's messy, brutal, exhausting. You're gonna have to face parts of yourself you've been avoiding, your doubts, your fears, your failures. You'll have to admit you were wrong about some people. And worse, you'll have to admit you were wrong about yourself. But once you do, once you strip away all the lies, all the garbage they filled your head with, you'll find something incredible. Power. Your power. You want to know the real joke? They see your potential more than you do. That's why they tried to crush you. Because they knew, deep down, that if you ever realized what you're capable of, they wouldn't stand a chance. So, they broke you. Or at least, they thought they did. But breaking isn't the end. It's just the beginning. Think about glass. When it shatters, it's sharp, dangerous, unpredictable. That's you now. You're not some smooth, polished surface they can see through and control. You're 1,000 shards, each one capable of cutting deeper than they ever imagined. They wanted to make you weak, but all they did was make you sharp. And let me tell you, kid, there's nothing more dangerous than someone who's been through hell and came out laughing. That laugh, it's not about joy, it's about defiance. It's about saying, is that all you've got? Try harder. And when they see that, when they realize they didn't destroy you, that they only made you stronger, oh, the look on their faces will be priceless. But here's the thing. Strength isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving. It's about taking all that pain, all that anger, and turning it into something they can't touch. Build something so great, so unstoppable, that their opinions, their actions, their very existence becomes irrelevant. That's power. That's freedom. And don't you dare let anyone tell you it's selfish to focus on yourself. You've spent enough time living for other people, bending over backward to make them happy, sacrificing pieces of yourself just to fit into their twisted little worlds. No more. From this moment on, it's about you, your dreams, your goals, your life. And if they can't handle that, tough. You don't owe them an explanation, an apology, or even your time. Time is a currency, kid. And you've spent enough of it on people who didn't deserve it. From now on, you spend it wisely. You spend it on yourself. But here's the thing about focusing on yourself. It's lonely. Oh, it's so damn lonely. The kind of lonely that keeps you up at night, makes the silence in your room feel heavier than a ton of bricks. You'll sit there, staring at the ceiling, thinking about all the people who walked away, all the people who promised they'd stay and didn't. And that's when the doubts will creep in. Maybe I was too hard on them. Maybe I should have forgiven them. Maybe it was my fault. Don't fall for it. That's the trap. The same one they want you to walk right back into. They're counting on your loneliness to break you, to make you crawl back to them. But you've got to be stronger than that. Loneliness isn't your enemy. It's your ally. Because when you're alone, when the world is quiet, that's when you find clarity. You start to see things for what they really are. You realize who truly mattered and who was just passing through. And most importantly, you realize that you don't need them. You don't need anyone who made you feel like you were hard to love, like you were too much, like you had to shrink yourself to fit into their tiny little world. You are not too much. They were just not enough. You want to make them regret leaving? Build a life so good, so fulfilling, that they become a footnote in your story. Not the main character, not even a chapter. Just a passing mention. Something so insignificant you barely remember it. And when they try to come back, and oh, trust me, they will, you'll be so far ahead, so out of reach, that all they'll get is your shadow. But let's not get too carried away with them. They're not the star of this show. You are. And you've got work to do. You've got dreams to chase, mountains to climb, battles to win. And let me tell you, those dreams, they're gonna take everything you've got. Late nights, early mornings, sacrifices you didn't think you could make. But every step you take, every ounce of effort you pour into your goals, it'll be worth it. Because when you stand at the top, when you look back at everything you've overcome, you'll realize that the pain, the heartbreak, the loneliness, it was all just fuel. You don't get to the top by playing it safe. You get there by taking risks, by making bold moves, by betting on yourself when no one else would. You've already lost so much. What's left to lose? Nothing. And that's your greatest weapon. You've got nothing holding you back, nothing tying you down. You're free. But freedom is scary, isn't it? You're so used to the chains that you don't know what to do without them. You're so used to the chaos that peace feels foreign. That's okay. It's normal. Just don't let it stop you. Step into the fear, the uncertainty, the unknown. That's where growth happens. That's where you find out what you're really made of. And let me tell you something about fear. It's not your enemy. Fear is a compass. It points you toward what matters, toward the things worth fighting for. So if something scares you, good. It means it's important. It means it's worth your time. Now, about those people who hurt you, let them watch. Let them see what you become. Don't waste your energy trying to prove them wrong. They're not worth it. Your success isn't about them, it's about you. Prove to yourself that you're stronger than they thought, smarter than they gave you credit for, more resilient than they ever imagined. You're not just surviving anymore, you're thriving, you're rising, and every step you take, every victory you claim is a reminder to them and to yourself that they didn't win, they didn't destroy you, they didn't define you. But let's get real for a second. There will be days when it's hard, days when the weight of it all feels unbearable, when you want to give up, to throw in the towel and let the darkness swallow you whole. On those days, remember this: you've already survived your worst days. You've already faced the storm and walked out the other side. You're still here, and that means you're stronger than you think. Strength isn't about never falling. It's about getting back up every damn time, no matter how many times you hit the ground. It's about refusing to let the world break you, no matter how hard it tries. And here's the kicker: you're not alone. Not really. There are people out there who see you, who believe in you, who are rooting for you, even if you don't know it yet. But even if there weren't, you've still got you. And that's enough. So get up. Wipe the tears from your face, the blood from your knuckles, the dirt from your soul. Stand tall, look the world in the eye, and smile. Smile at the pain, at the struggle, at the people who doubted you. Smile because you're still here, still fighting, still alive. They'll haunt you. At night, in the quiet, they'll creep in, whispering in your ear, dragging you back to the moments you'd rather forget. You'll feel their weight on your chest, hear their voices in your head, see their faces when you close your eyes, and you'll think you're losing your mind. But let me tell you something, you're not. Those ghosts, they're reminders, not of your failure, no, but of your strength, because you're still here. They left, but you stayed. They gave up, but you didn't. They broke you, but you put yourself back together. And that's power. That's resilience. That's the kind of strength most people will never understand. But you've got to make peace with those ghosts. Not by forgiving the people who hurt you. No, screw that. Forgiveness is overrated. It's a gift, and not everyone deserves it. But you've got to forgive yourself for trusting them, for loving them, for letting them in. You've got to accept that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. And that's enough. You think the pain goes away? It doesn't. It changes. Sure. It fades, softens, becomes something you can live with, but it never really leaves. And that's okay, because that pain, it's part of you now. It's a scar, a reminder of what you've been through, of what you've survived. Wear it like armor. Let it protect you from the next person who thinks they can break you. And trust me, there will be a next person. That's the thing about this world. It doesn't stop. It keeps coming at you over and over, testing you, pushing you, trying to see how much you can take. But here's the secret. You can take a hell of a lot more than you think. Every time you get knocked down, you get back up a little stronger, a little tougher, a little smarter. And before you know it, you're untouchable. They can't hurt you anymore, not the way they used to, because you've learned, you've grown, you've become something they can't control, can't manipulate, can't destroy. But don't get comfortable. Comfort is the enemy. It makes you soft, complacent, weak. You've got to keep moving, keep fighting, keep growing. Because the moment you stop, the moment you let your guard down, that's when the world will come for you again. This isn't a one-time thing, kid. It's a lifelong battle. But the good news, you're not the same person you were when this started. You got scars now, and scars mean you've survived. You got fire in your eyes, and fire means you're alive. But survival isn't enough, is it? No, you don't just want to survive. You want to live. You want to thrive. You want to take this pain, this anger, this heartbreak, and turn it into something beautiful, something unstoppable. You want to build a life so full, so rich, so incredible, that the people who doubted you, betrayed you, hurt you, they can't even comprehend it. And let me tell you, kid, you can do it. You've got everything you need inside you. The strength, the drive, the determination. It's all there, waiting for you to unleash it. But you've got to believe in yourself. You've got to trust yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're all you've got. You're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall down. But that's okay. That's part of the process. What matters is that you get back up, that you keep going, that you don't let the failures stop you. Because failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every time you fail, you learn, you grow, you get one step closer to where you want to be. So don't fear failure. Embrace it. Let it teach you, shape you, make you better. And when you finally get there, when you've built the life you've always dreamed of, when you've achieved everything they said you couldn't, you won't need to say a word. Your success will speak for itself. But don't do it for them. Don't do it to prove them wrong. Do it for you. Do it because you deserve it. Because after everything you've been through, everything you've survived, you owe it to yourself to live the best damn life you can. So smile at the pain, kid. Laugh at it even. Let it know that it didn't win, that it never stood a chance. And then go out there and show the world what you're made of. Because you're unstoppable, and that's the greatest joke of all.